All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to go doing a ceramic maintenance on this Chevy Traverse that I did do a ceramic coating on. Technician's Choice graphene coating I did on this car. So two-step paint correction. I haven't washed it in 2 months around there, so it's just been kind of building up dirt and stuff like that on it. So we're going to go ahead and use Lift by CarPro to go ahead and use our pre-foam and hopefully get a lot of this dirt. There's a little bit of bird poop in the front on the hood, so we're going to make sure we knock that out. And then we're going to first start off with the wheels, though. So I got knocker and breaker inside my Ryobi electric foam little sprayers, or not even foam. They're not foam. They're just no liquid sprayers. And we're going to do the wheels and tires. And then I have Magic Wheel Cleaner. We're going to probably hit up too with these because it's been a while since they've been built up. So we're going to do Magic Wheel Cleaner. All right, we're going to put some PNS Pearl into the buckets. So I have a little bit of foaming suds in there. I think I would say this is my favorite bucket because it's really cheap and cost efficient. So that's my favorite, but I want to put this back real quick. All right, so we got our Magic Wheel Cleaner here. Now, I haven't used this in like a very long time. I accidentally left this in my car one time, and yeah, I mean, everybody knows what this smells like, so imagine what my car smelled like for like 2 weeks straight. I'm gonna let that turn purple. It's already doing its thing, so I might only have enough to do one car or one wheel. I don't know. We're running low already though. Knockout here for the tires. Look at that. The electric sprayer. Oh my god. I think everyone has to get one, guys. Oh, I think what everyone should do though is take the battery out if you take it with you on your car, just because it might leak or it might accidentally spray while you're driving or something like that. I finally bought not finally, but I bought one a while ago, but I'm finally using the new one, the new Easy Detail brush that I bought. Oh my gosh, it's a massive difference. The other one was like so flimsy and like, yeah, it broke finally. So I knew it was gonna break eventually, so I ended up just buying a new one at H2O. So that came in handy. Get the barrels and wheels. I already did the interior of the car. I didn't really record it because who likes seeing interior cleanups? I don't know, but I should have. I kind of messed up about that, but I did record it, but just not I did it for like Instagram short form content, not really long form. So I shot it in vertical, not horizontal, and it looks like a pretty good job though before and after. So we gotta do this, and then we gotta knock out the tires real quick. I do have to rinse my brush out before I put it back in the bucket. I gotta remember that. Annoyed that I don't do that, but I should do that. A little small detail brush here, just to get in like these little corners. That's hard. It's straight. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. All right, well, I just wanted to show you guys me doing the one wheel with the Magic Wheel Cleaner. I think I'm gonna just save this Magic Wheel Cleaner for the other wheel and tire, or wheel, because I'm really pretty low out of this, so I don't want to waste on the back. So we use the back. For the back, we're just gonna use our normal CleanTech knocker and breaker, knockout and breaker. All right, so all the wheels are cleaned. We're gonna start our dilution for using Lift by CarPro. So this is a high pH, so it's alkaline cleaner. They actually call it the pre-wash ultra snow foam. So I have used this before, obviously, because it's not fully to the top. So I have used it a couple times, and I've used 1 ounce before in 1,000 milliliters. It doesn't foam up great. So I'm only gonna do half because it's only the pre-wash, because we're not gonna do both 2 washes with this. So I don't want to fill up the foam cannon all the way to 1,000. So we're gonna do 1 ounce with 500 milliliters. Get that extra cleaning power because it has been 2 months since I've washed this car, like I said. So got 1 ounce there, 500 already filled up there. There we go. I think yeah, they do 1 to 10, so we're kind of cutting in half, but still making it strong so it cleans. So we got that, and that's in there. Shake it up. It's pretty secure to there. I gotta cut the straw though. It spins pretty decent in there. But here we go. It's gonna be our pre-foam here. I haven't used Josh's gun in so long. I missed the automatic connect there. All right, let's start foaming this thing down. Again, I got a little bit of foam left, so I'm gonna just foam up the hood and kind of the front sections where a lot of bugs might hit. This thing foams up really well. I think this is a good formula right here. For a pre-wash, pre-foam, 500 mLs of water, 1 ounce of soap. I think it's like what, 500 milliliters to 30 or 40 milliliters. I don't know what an ounce is, 30 to 40 of lift, which is really good. Foams up really nice for a pre-wash. And then you can either dump this out or have another foam cannon to do your contact wash if you wanted to use a different soap like I'm going to be using today. So let that sit. We got time. You know, no sun right now, pretty fresh. Maybe 3 minutes, 5 minutes. I'm gonna drink some water, let this break down, dwell. And yeah, let it pull everything out, rinse it down, throw down another layer of foam, contact wash, and I'm gonna show you guys real quick the soap we're gonna use while this is dwelling. So since I have some time, so let me show you guys the soap we're gonna use. Some other Shine Supply stuff, but we have Shine Supply Shift, which is a ceramic or a pure vehicle shampoo, but it does have bead booster in it, so it has 8 SiO2 properties in there. So we're gonna use this. We're not gonna put this in the bucket. We're just gonna put this into I should have put it in the bucket. I didn't even think about that. And I already put Pearl in there. It's all right. We'll just foam this on. I'm just going to it's going to add a little bit extra SiO2. We're still going to finish it up with another top coat of a ceramic spray. So this thing's going to be loaded with SiO2, which is going to be crazy. So it should be super slick, super hydrophobic. The ceramic coating, obviously, we'll test out the ceramic coating after I rinse this off, and we should see the hydrophobic properties. And then we'll follow it up with Shift by Shine Supply, and then probably Josh's hot coat to do the ceramic spray at the very end. It shouldn't be, I mean, we'll see if it's clogged or not with Lift, and then haven't washed it in 2 months. I think that's why I needed a little bit something more hardcore like Lift, a high pH cleaner, because I haven't cleaned it and washed it in 2 months. It's been sitting in the rain, sitting in the sun, so definitely need some TLC on it. So yeah, let it sit for another minute, and then we'll rinse it off. So it's been about 3 minutes, possibly even 4, but we're gonna rinse it down now. Oh yeah, hydrophobics are still there for sure. 100% they're still there. Let me show you guys a quick close-up of the rinse off. Still there, baby. Let's go. Look at this. Amazing. All right, I can't show you guys too much hydrophobics because I'm running mobile right now, so I don't have the most water, so we gotta conserve the water while we can. But let me finish rinsing this off. All right, we got the Quiver foam cannon and we got Shift soap. I don't want to measure it out in there because it's gonna be runny. That's my excuse for today, but we're not gonna do a great job of dilution, but we're gonna give it a good amount. It's like 800 mils filled up. That should be good. That seems to me like it's a decent amount for 800 mLs, maybe 1.5 ounces, maybe ounce. Hold on. Why not, right? Why not? Give it a little bit more, a little bit foaming capability, see how it does in the foam. Mix it up. Light green color. Kind of that same hue as like Polestar in a foam can, or like in a cannon, or like in a sprayer. But I didn't even smell it though. Let me see what it smells like. Get my little review here on the soap. Whoa, watermelon. Watermelon for sure. It's really good. I wonder what this looks like in like the Rain Kobo foam cannon, like all clear. Like it looks like real pearly. I'm gonna do a foam cannon test on some different different soap tests for foaming soaps soon. But let's foam this on, see how it does for the contact wash. Yeah, this is really good. Again, I don't know how much I actually put, but it foams on nice. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and contact wash. We got some new products to try out today too. We have 2 new contact medias, I guess. We have the Block Party, and this is for like the bottom rocker panels right here, like the plastic trim area. We're gonna use that. And then we have the new Dreadnought, or sorry, the new Auto Fibers mint on the stick, new plushy, whatever this is called. We're gonna use this for the, whoa. Okay. I think this is the slickest soap I've ever used. I mean, it's got SiO2 in it though, so it's got like ceramic based in it formula. So that adds to the lubricity, but this is insanely slick. Now, yes, it could be also because of the graphene coating I have on here that helps it be super slick. Throwing that pole all the way to the end, you could feel it just glide across. Actually, let me do the door first, and then I'll show you how the Block Party goes. So we're gonna just do this door real quick, just for demonstration purposes, real quick, top to bottom, and then I stop there. I'm just gonna put it down for right now, and then the Block Party. So pretty thick, so you don't put a lot of pressure, and then it's just like that. And then you flip it for the other side, the other bottom rocker panel. There you go. And so you're supposed to use this instead of your other pad. If any dirt were to be still left inside, you put it on the block and not the actual pad. So, all right, let's go for the rinse down now. All right, we're done with the wash, so I can use the rest of my water to show you guys this hydrophobics real quick. Kind of sheets up, but it falls right off, so it's like a real flat part of the hood right there. So I mean, and these other parts, look at that. I mean, it's working amazing, guys. So far so good with the coating. So we're gonna go ahead and use Josh's hot coat as my drying aid. Could do a spray rinse, but like I said in my review with hot coat, I'm mobile, so I don't have the most water to just spray and use all that water. I only have a 30-gallon tank. So it's not really beneficial for me to do that every single time I have a client. But I think what we're gonna do, spray on hot coat on like 1 or 2 sprays per panel, and then we're gonna go ahead and just dry it off. So let's start drying it off. Tire shine, door jambs, windows, and we're done. All right, we got hot coat. We're gonna just 1 spritz there. Now, if I was in the sun, I would not do this. The fact that we're in the shade, it's fresh, it's cool. I'm perfectly fine to feel safe to do this in the sun. Or sorry, straight on the panel. 2 spritz, quick little spritz though. Not really spending a lot of time on keeping it on one spot for too long. And boom, there we go. Everything's kind of sprayed on. Let's go ahead and start this drying process here. I throw it to the other edge. Terrible towel throw right there, but bang. We're using McKillen's drying towel right now. I think it's still on Black Friday sale. Well, the day I'm recording this, I don't know when I'm going to release the video, but it's still on sale. Look at that wipe off though. Super slick wipe off. And then when I go ahead and come back with the blower and blow it all off. Wow, it's so nice. We got to do a trim restoration though on this to really make it all pop, make it look brand new. Man, it looks so good. And especially the way the car looked before I paint corrected it, it's came a long way for sure. So a really long way. Looks really glossy, shiny. Looks almost new. Not really, but definitely newer than before. So yeah, I'm happy with this. It's my first ever ceramic coating application too, if you guys didn't know. If you're just new, this is my first ever car I ever ceramic coated with my brother. So that was cool that we got to do the first ceramic coating on this car. Look at that, man. Oh my God, it looks fire. Here we go, before, decked out, and then decked out. So it's a little bit more than satin. You see the gray kind of, it needs it's a little dry. Then boom, the pop right there. or the paint popping too. I'll show you guys how I apply it with the decked out here. All right, so I give it. Nice, twist my hand. Curve, twist the hand, go down. Try to get that whole motion quick down, and then turn it inside to get that inner line that you're gonna miss. And there you go. And that'll sit and dry for another 10 minutes, and then you should be good to go, no sling. And this is diluted 3-to-1. If you wanted more pop, you go 1-to-1 or 2-to-1. But 3-to-1 for me is a nice finish for me.